Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera. Kita kembali bersama Big Impact The Podcast dibawa oleh Scroot.my. How are you, Mona? Apa khabar?
Very well, thank you. Doc, how are you?
I'm good. This week has been very hectic. Ada banyak benda berlaku. Tapi kita pastinya minggu ni ada tetamu yang sangat menarik lah.
Betul.
Yang mana for the first time kita tampilkan 2 tetamu.
Right.
And cuma I think before we go kepada tetamu kita, kita nak cerita sikit pasal apa happen this week. Actually happen earlier this week, tentang pengumuman
Continuous saga. Tak habis-habis.
Tak habis lagi lah.
Okay.
The Pardons Board.
Part 2 lah.
Pardons Board,
Okay.
yang mana telah memberikan pengurangan sentence kepada Datuk Seri Najib, yang telah diumumkan baru-baru ni oleh Lembaga Pengampunan tentang pengurangan hukuman penjara dia daripada 12 tahun kepada 6 tahun, daripada 120 juta denda kepada 50 juta.
Correct.
What is your take on this, Mona?
My take, first part yang keluar dekat Singapore tu, CNA kan?
Ya, yang tu
CNA.
bocor lah.
Bocor. First part consider adalah betul lah kan, apa yang mereka keluarkan.
Apa yang dibocorkan tu betul lah.
Betul lah, okay. So my take is, please lah, if you want to do communication for this country, do it well and right.
Ya.
Apa yang nak kena keluar kat sini, kena keluar dulu. And then, so my take is currently Najib could also make a full another pardon for a full bid. Okay. So sekarang ni I rasa lawyer beliau tengah uruskan benda tersebut. Dengan
agung yang baru.
Dengan agung yang baru, yeah. So I'm not going to ask or question the credibility of it because kalau you tak kena, you tak tahu.
Ya.
Right?
Saya punya take macam ni lah, simple je. Dia dah convicted. So it's every right of any convicted fellow yang telah dijatuhkan hukuman, mengikut akta penjara, dia ada hak untuk mohon pengampunan.
Betul.
So apa yang Datuk Seri Najib buat ni tak salah pun.
Itu hak dia.
Hak dia. Sebab dia dah dijatuhkan hukum. Sebab satu benda yang pada saya lah, personally I feel our struggle, our fight before against YMDB dan juga all the issue of the kleptocracy, itu dah terjawab. Maknanya mahkamah dah jatuhkan hukum dan dah diadili. Cuma sekarang ni ada permohonan untuk full pardon. So itu maknanya is the jurisdiction of Lembaga Pengampunan. Betul. Dan juga Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Betul. Reduced sentence is as equal as a pardon pada saya lah.
No, to me it's not.
It's the same. Sebab kenapa saya cakap macam tu, maknanya kalau sebelum ni orang tu jatuh hukum mati contoh, dikurangkan hukuman dia. Lepas tu dia macam dimaafkan lah.
Okay, kurangkan hukuman dia jadi apa?
Jadi penjara ke seumur hidup. Contoh sama. Dalam kes ni dia dah dijatuh hukum 12 tahun dikurangkan kepada 6 tahun, is still a pardon. Cuma dia tak boleh bebas sekarang. Bebas 2028. Right. Kan kiraannya lah. Kurang lebih.
But whatever said and done, freedom has a price. Correct?
Yeah.
Freedom has a price. So there is a difference between partial pardon or full pardon. Yang ni bukan pardon pun kan, reduction of sentence, right?
Still a pardon lah. Kalau tak di reject terus.
I tak anggap benda ni pardon lah. Technically this is not even a pardon, right? Okay.
Tak apalah. I mean we have
difference of opinion.
Different opinion on that. Cuma satu benda yang saya rasa we have to deal as a nation. 2018 Tun Mahathir came into power as a Prime Minister. Ketika itu rakyat voted for change in the sense that because of the YMDB saga. That was the centerpiece of the campaign at that time.
Correct.
And Tun Mahathir started the siasatan dan pendakwaan berlaku. Kemudian zaman Tan Sri Muhyiddin pendakwaan masih diteruskan, tidak ada campur tangan. Zaman Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri dipenjarakan. Jatuh hukum, penjara, rayu, habis tetap jatuh penjara. Cuma zaman Datuk Seri Anwar ni sebagai Perdana Menteri, now diberikan pengampunan. So that's the narrative, that is the image.
Are you questioning the credibility?
I'm not questioning the credibility, I'm questioning the message that we are sending to the world. Mana 2018
so what is
the people rise to go against a corrupt regime. But now we are sending a message that you can be the world biggest kleptocrat, tapi you akan dimaafkan. So I think this is something, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. What I'm saying is that we have to manage this, because this involves what investor will think about us and what the other people will think about Malaysia.
Well, in my point of view, this is what we call as damage control. I don't know why, on what grounds this is being mooted. Okay. But I understand kalau you dah dijatuhkan hukuman, it is your hak. Itu adalah hak kamu untuk,
Betul.
okay?
Betul.
But during this regime, benda ni tengah berlaku ni at this point of time, it is highly questionable lah, the intention, whether the reformasi is still alive or not. Only orang yang ada dalam sistem tu akan tahulah. But then again, Doc, I must ask you this question. You were part of it before, right?
Part of the struggle, yes.
Part of the struggle. 2018, you were part of the team, right? So now, your honest opinion. What do you think?
I think for me, Prime Minister Datuk Chew Kin Wah has lost his credibility to say anything about corruption, because not only case Datuk Seri Najib, even case DNA Datuk Seri Zahid, and you must remember Datuk Seri Najib punya case sekarang ni ada lagi satu case, which is the YMDB case, still dalam court.
This is only the SRC, right?
Yes, this is only the SRC International. So DNA, is there going to be another DNA for the YMDB case?
Setahu saya, under the legal system, right? Pardon is only once, right?
I'm not sure.
Kalau kita nak bagi pardon beribu kali, maksudnya credibility.
So sebab tu benda ni akan menjadi
satu isu
pertikaian lah. So sebab tu ada Setiausaha Agung satu parti politik ni dia sebut let's calm down, not make any comments lah. Walhal dulu sebelum pilihan raya mereka kata let's send all these people to prison. So jadi this is Malaysian politics.
It's like a same cat singing different songs kind of thing, right? Like okay.
Sebenarnya Malaysian politics ni kalau kita buat movie, dia saya ingat kena buat beberapa season lah. Dia bukan movie lah, dia jadi TV series. Dia akan lebih lama.
Yang lagi satu yang saya tak faham tu, daripada parti A, ini semua dalam kerajaan semua orang ni dalam kerajaan. So parti A, ahli-ahli daripada parti A pergi report polis, lepas tu tangkap buat interrogation dengan ahli parti B. Lepas tu
within the same government.
Lepas tu somebody else come from the party B and says that there is no disciplinary action against this person. So party B can say anything, party A will get upset, and all these things are happening. So my question is, kat mananya ada stability? Because this is not the question that kita saja yang tanya tau. This is also a question for FDIs, foreign investors.
Yes.
Right? People are also looking at it. People are also watching this country closely. Because in Malaysia, in Southeast Asia, Malaysia is one of the country, very very attractive country for investment. Okay, but yet we have these kind of problems at this point of time. So I leave it to the viewers and also to the listeners to judge.
So saying about Malaysian politics, like I said, kita boleh buat jadi filem, boleh jadi series. So Mona, since we talk about Malaysian politics, boleh tukar jadi movie, boleh jadi TV series kat Malaysia. Today we are proud, we have our guest which is Tunku Mona Riza, nama Mona juga, dan juga Chew Kin Wah, both from the movie RainTown. It's a new movie. Apparently tomorrow will be the first screening dekat all the cinema in Malaysia. Release tomorrow. Right. So welcome to Big Impact Podcast, Tunku Mona and Chew.
Thank you.
So a little bit of about Tunku Mona and Chew. So Tunku Mona recently she's the director for RainTown. Pengarah filem untuk RainTown. She's also announced as a Forbes 50 over 50 2024. You ada Forbes tak ada lagi kan? Soon.
You ada dah?
I belum juga.
Kita dua-dua tak ada lagi.
Cuma for Forbes 50 under 50 over 50 Asia 2024 list ni 3 orang saja pada Malaysia. Tunku Mona salah seorang. Dato' Ambiga. Dato' Ambiga which is a renowned lawyer. Dan juga social activist. Dan juga Tan Sri Dr. Rebecca. Tan Sri Dato' Dr. Rebecca Fatima. She's a top level Malaysian civil servant sebelum ni, which is a trade negotiator. Used to have some interaction with her masa saya bantu Datuk Seri Azmin di MITI dulu. So these are the three powerful ladies of Malaysia.
Itu yang saya nak cakap ni.
Yeah.
All 3 ladies.
Yeah.
So it's time's up for ladies.
So
To rise and shine.
Tunku Mona directed filem RainTown. RainTown ni Taiping lah, which your hometown.
Ya, asal usul Mona.
Dan Tunku Mona directed also Reda before this. Kalau you pernah tengok filem ni, Reda saya pernah tengok. It's about berkisah pasal isu autism. Yeah. And Reda is one of the Malaysian film yang dapat Malaysia entry for best foreign language film at the 89 Academy Awards.
To represent Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Academy Award ni literally Oscar lah. To represent Malaysia in Oscar.
So this is Tunku Mona.
Yeah.
So we have a very
very proud. I'm very proud
to have Tunku Mona on board. And our second guest.
Why am I sitting next to you?
Sabar.
Sabarlah.
Our Mr. Chew Kin Wah.
Alright.
He is a renowned actor
Okay.
In Malaysia.
Okay.
Saya paling mula sekali ingat dia ni dalam siri Kopitiam lah.
Itu dah.
Lama
Tak
dah.
apa. Don't have to tell. Dah lama ke apa tak payah. Saya pun tengok masa tu saya kecil. Bagus. So ada banyak dah filem, TV series. Mr. Chew dah berlakon, work with production house, both in Malaysia and also in Indonesia.
Right.
Quite recent antara yang saya pernah tengok, kongsi dia berlakon jadi ketua gangster.
Kongsi gelap lah.
Kongsi gelap. Dan,
Tapi muka tu ada lah, right?
tapi kelakar lah. Dalam filem tu dia kelakar. Dalam Tanda Putra pun dia dah pernah berlakon.
Right.
Tapi yang saya ingat satu yang you jadi worker dalam cerita My Stupid Boss 1 and 2. That's a Indonesian movie.
Production.
Okay.
Saya banyak tengok movie mana, sorry lah. So taklah kata fan sangat, taklah fan club ke apa, tapi I know him because he has acted a lot of movies and TV series.
Nice.
So dalam RainTown ni he plays a very important role.
Cakap je RainTown, kita dah boleh agak This must be a town in Malaysia.
Ya, Taiping lah.
Taiping lah, sebab penuh dengan hujan.
Yeah.
Every day.
So Mr. Chew is Mr. Chew in RainTown film. Mr. Chew Kin Wah, dia jadi seorang bapa yang sangat tegas. So probably we invite Tunku Mona to start first.
Yes.
Tell us about yourself first. I don't want to talk about the movie first. Tell us about
Myself.
yourself. Yes.
Okay. I started, from bottom up. When it comes to production, I did my law only up to intermediate, but one semester. I could not handle the case of it keep on repeating again and again this Donahue and Stevenson punya case.
Oh yeah.
Right? It is this maggot in the beer bottle. It's like, I couldn't understand that. But anyway,
Now you're taking me back to intermediate.
Yes. So I didn't continue, okay? But instead, what I did was I went into to do a different course, which is more easier. Okay, then but my interest has always been in this kind of life, this kind of creative world. So after I finished my college, I did a diploma in business administration.
Okay.
In Stanford College. And after that, I was attached to my casting house because when I was young, I hope I'm still young. When I was young, when I was a teenager, I used to do a lot of commercial. I was in front of the camera. So I had an agent who always sent my com card to all these ad agencies and all that. So after I'm done with my diploma, so I work with them. And since then, there was no turning back. So it has always been, doing things behind the camera. So I enjoyed it so much. So since then, I just continue working for people until a point where after many years working in Malaysia and Singapore and all that, that's when I started my own company, Current Pictures, and for many years I become the EP of various directors. We do strictly for TV commercial at that time, until a point where I said to my husband, and I said, I want to change a slight change of career move.
Diversion.
Yeah, a slight diversion
Yeah.
from just being an EP to people. I want to direct.
Yeah.
So then he said, yeah, okay. He was very positive about it. And he said, but being a female commercial director is not easy because it's a very male-dominant industry.
Yeah.
Yes. The ad agency is very male-dominant, and and people see me as an executive producer of current pictures, and not as a director.
Yeah.
So then I packed my bag, went to New York. I did my half-year study. I needed to certify myself.
Where was this?
This is in 2004.
Yeah, but
in New York Film Academy in New York City. So I did it for about 6 months. Basically, whatever they taught, because I've been in production, dah banyak buat kan. So whatever they taught, I already knew. Cumanya kita nak be like, okay, Tunku Mona is very serious. Dia memang betul-betul nak di director. So when I came back, it wasn't easy, because a lot of people masa tu, when I tell my friends who are in the ad agency, dia pun producer juga, and they are in a position to give to open the doors for you, right? They just said to me, Mona, you ni, and I just said, Mona, are you okay today? You're asking me this question. You want me to give a board for you to direct? Betul ke? Kau ni okay ke ni? So I said.
So people have doubts.
Of course, yes.
Marah.
Yeah, memang They have doubts. They are unsure.
Doubts because you are a lady.
Woman, yes.
Would you say that?
No, doubt because they have seen me all along as a producer, as an executive producer, right? Dia nampak saya punya forte di situ. So most of the commercial directors masa tu mana ada perempuan, tak ada. So when
even now
now I don't know about TV commercial. I'm sure there are a lot more now TV commercial female directors, lebih banyak. Compared to my time, I think my time was like tak ada. So I had to certify myself. I had to tell them I'm serious, people, So yes, but I had one or two friends who are at that time my client, and dia percaya, say okay, Mona, I'll give you a try. So bagilah commercial yang tak ada orang. Betul. My first commercial 3:15 second, right? For Astro. Satu commercial iklan yang pertama 15 second, 15 saat saja. Drum. So you have to do, how do you make the movement of drums with the subject matter is about the drum, and from that drum, how do you tell the audience ataupun potential people for Astro that if you subscribe, you'll be one in a million. You'll be the top 1 in a million subscribers. And then you got another element which is gong, and then another element. Okay, the third one was I got human. Okay, so I've got Indian dancers.
Nice.
So you have to think of how to to make it interesting in terms of edit, the look and everything. So when I did that, presented to the ad agency, lepas tu dia kata, okay, I will give you another one. So I got another commercial, then from there on lah, sikit-sikit, and then slowly I start building my reel. Tapi while I enjoy, I mean, from there I start having a proper exposure, and then I start doing commercial for Vietnam, Cambodia, Singapore, Indonesia and all that. So it was getting better and better lah. The career tu kata dia pick up lah. Tapi still commercial tau. Okay, because at the end of the day, bukan cara macam mana pun commercial tu sampai even to today. Okay,
your name won't appear.
Bukan kerana itu. It's not 100% your idea. Okay, sebab ad agency yang come up dengan idea tu. Kita ialah semua executor sahaja. So we try to execute the best we can, so that the client is happy. The ad agency people are happy.
So you're saying you don't have that your
the
own freedom of expression.
Betul.
What you want to express.
In a way, she's not captain of the ship lah.
In a way. I've got, then towards later, where I was about to move on to doing my super telemovie, my telemovie lah masa tu. Then I met a few people. They come from a smaller agency, maksudnya more local, not international agency. And they say, okay, Mona, why don't you come up with an idea for this particular product? Or then I did a kementerian for kementerian MOE, Ministry of Education, about anti-bully. So I had the freedom. So when I had the freedom to do that, and I presented to the MOE management, and they were happy. So that's why I said, oh, this is more fun, isn't it? To do something of your own idea, and you got crazy people who are together with you. So that's when I start wanting to venture into something else. Then just before that, I was doing commercial for BSN. This is just before I start doing my first telemovie. And BSN has always been a wonderful client to me. Simply because for a bank, they were a bit more open. And the CEO masa tu a bit more, orang kata, a bit more chill, I mean, for a banking CEO. He was. So the first commercial too, I said, okay, I really want to put orang asli lah in this commercial. So because it's about this banking that you can do in the rural area. Okay, it is one of their product. So they allowed. So when I went to the orang asli punya settlement dekat in Belum Forest Resort, kan?
Dekat Perak lah.
Dekat Perak. So I just fell in love. It was like, just so nice. So that's when the inspiration of I want to do something where I just want to do something, where I can.
Where it comes from your own idea, your own expression.
And then I had that opportunity from my husband, knew someone in Astro, connect me to the person, and I pitched the idea. Hence why my first super tele is called Uri. It's about an Iban person. It's the background is actually orang Iban. Okay, whereby dia twins. Yang masa dia kecil tu, seorang dia punya twin brother was abducted and was sold to Semenanjung. So Uri itu is actually placenta. So dia seuri. These two twins. So identical twins. So I did a bit of checking and we met some doctors and all that, and I was told that memang kalau seuri, katalah if you fall sick,
dia ada party, dia akan rasa juga.
Dia akan rasa juga. Itu satu. Katalah the delivery time tu is a difference of 5 minutes katalah. Okay. The reaction of the second, the younger one will be along more or less the same time. That was told to me by a gynecologist. And then true enough, at that point in time also my brother has a twin baru was just given birth. My sister-in-law just gave birth. And from my observation, it's true. Kalau seorang masa tu masih baby lagi, so kalau seorang do one poop, then
another one.
Yes.
So kalau seorang menangis, dia akan menangis saja.
So so that was the story of Uri.
That was your first telemovie.
So basically the story is about this brother. He in needs of blood. And then dia ada leukemia, and then all this pain, there is some sort of a connection.
But how you come up with this
idea?
It's because I was shooting in for BSN again, the second commercial. I was in Sarawak. I was in the Rumah Panjang. And I just in between setups, camera setup and all that, and I was telling my DOP, the same DOP who worked with me for RainTown, so I say, I really like this feeling,
but the story itu untuk come up with that story of twin apa tu, where does it come from?
Saya suka location tu dulu. Okay, Rumah Panjang. Dari situ baru saya say, I got this story lah. And I told him the story.
Inspiration just come in lah.
Dia just
no, what I meant is that whether you encounter such situation?
No, it was that place, the rumah panjang tu. Yeah, and then I was telling him the story. And I thought, quite interesting, and that's about it, So then after that, I pitched to Astro the idea, and they bought. And at that time, they so happened. It was just, orang kata alhamdulillah lah. Ini orang kata rezeki kan. Masa tu pula, it was in 2010 sebenarnya. Astro nak launchkan yang punya new product where you have a package, you buy certain things, and you also get movie made for TV.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did that, and then a few of the top ranking Astro people, pitched to them, and then one of them went to Kuching and to see how I work, so and so forth. Okay. So presented the whole thing. They like it, alhamdulillah. And then one of the top management of Astro masa tu, Datuk Kai and even Datuk Salim Boy say, okay, Haris was my producer, so he asked Haris, I say, hey, how much you all spend ni, because as you know, the budget is not big. I did that because I just want to check whether I can tell a story within an hour and a half. Because at that time, masa I was doing the commercial, kebanyakannya ialah 30 second, 40 second, 60 second. Occasionally, you get to do 90 second.
Yeah.
Because airtime was kan mahal masa tu.
Yeah.
Dia bukannya sekarang kita keluar kat YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? So, so presented to them, then dia tanya berapa kita spend. Because they gave us a budget. And then we spent a bit more, our own money, because I wanted to make it look good.
Yeah.
And then that's when Haris said, okay, this is the amount that we spend. And then I thought, okay, I think kita kena launch a new product, and it's called Super Tele Movie. So masa tu, there is no Super Tele Movie. It was just tele movie saja. Yeah.
So apa difference? Sorry ya Tunku. Apa difference between Super Tele Movie dengan Tele Movie?
In terms of budget, okay, when they decided to call Super Tele Movie yang pertama, so all the budget for Super Tele Movie is bigger compared to the usual usual tele movie punya harga.
It's just the budget lah.
The budget, yeah, but it makes a difference.
A lot of difference.
A lot of difference. Budget is everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So from there on, then you start.
I did another one, another Super Tele movie. It's called Parit Jawa. Okay, so as Iban yang Uri tu adalah bahasa Iban sikit, and then Parit Jawa dalam bahasa Jawa. That one the traction was stronger than Uri.
Yeah.
After that, back into commercial, and then out again and do things for Astro and all that. Then after that, in 2015, that's when I did Redha. But Redha started in 2012, 13 around there, because I needed to do research.
Yeah.
Okay. So, because it's autism.
Autism.
Yeah, and I needed to be sure that I'm on the right track. So I attached myself to a family for almost 2 years. I was their shadow, literally,
And a family with an autistic child.
2 autistic children.
2 autistic children, yeah.
So as you remember, kalau tak tahu lah, you remember the ending tu ada clip shots of those are real autistic. So my duty was just to record and follow them, whatever they do. And I was very lucky sebab keluarga ni, Mr. Yong ni, dia allow for me to record ke observe ke apa sajalah, basically they were at my disposal. And he was very happy sebab dia ada 2 anak autism yang berbeza in terms of character. So dia nakkan to make sure that this film is being done. So in 2015 I shot Redha. 2016 was released, as you know, and then after that, I was supposed to do another one, tetapi disebabkan that was pitched to Finas, okay, tapi change of government, so and so forth, and then we go into pandemic, so everything becomes a little bit, everything changed, as you know, I don't need to go further. Kemudian we go into pandemic, so during pandemic, I said no, I don't want to do anything because saya memang tak reti nak buat kerja dalam bubble, where memang saya tak reti langsung.
Yeah.
Because I need the freedom. I cannot have.
Because the way you buat sebelum ni pun, I tengok bila I listen to you, you have to be there, you want to experience it yourself, then baru you boleh express and tell the story yourself.
Dan kalau masa macam masa pandemic tu, ada juga orang bertanya, talk to me about something, projects and all that.
Yeah, she was supposed to direct me in one movie. She was one segment of a movie.
Was it? Which one?
Juang tu?
Yeah, I was invited, tapi saya tak boleh lah sebab
Tak ada freedom.
iyalah kita tak boleh itu, tak boleh ini, dengan restrictionnya yang you can't have a close contact to your actors and this and that. So I cannot. Saya tak boleh. Saya tak boleh ada restriction terlalu banyak.
Faham.
So
Yang ni sebenarnya creative process ni, because I used to do creative thing before. Okay, so I kind of feel it. Kalau creative process ni, kalau you are not given full freedom, you cannot.
Tapi ada juga yang boleh tau.
Itu pelik lah.
Bukan kata pelik. I think individual punya
preference.
Keistimewaan. Some people boleh, some people tak boleh.
Alright.
So I didn't know that, but the Juang is.
You told me.
Yeah, I know, but your scene lah.
I don't know.
Alamak, baru dapat tahu.
No, because Juang was a three story
Compilation.
So each 3 directors.
So that's how Tunku Mona you've done the whole spectrum lah, from commercial, telemovies, so now film, and RainTown is your second film.
My second film.
And Reda pun dah menang banyak award dah. And then RainTown ni pun alhamdulillah juga.
8 hari bulan Februari
baru dua filem. Sebab kalau I remember, director female lah, the late Yasmin Ahmad.
Correct. Yes.
And then Tunku Mona lah. Ada macam production lain, Emma Fatima apa semua tu yang lain lah. Suhaimi Baba semua yang lain-lain lah. Tapi for 2 film, saya tak katalah saya die hard fan ke apa, tapi dua-dua saya dah tengok lah. I'm just proud to say that I've watched both, even Reda. So bila someone told me you are coming with RainTown, I said dulu I pernah tengok Tunku Mona punya film, which is Reda. So now RainTown, which I've already watched. Later we'll talk a bit about not a bit lah, we'll talk more about RainTown. We have Chew Kin Wah, very senior actor. Tell us about yourself. What makes you go into acting? Because the reason Big Impact is to inspire our listeners. Mana yang budak-budak muda nak jadi pelakon ke, dia kena dengar lu. Macam mana nak jadi pelakon kat Malaysia, for example?
Bagus tak?
Not very inspiring. Because I started off as a quantity surveyor with YTL. So when the father tells
not
you
enough money, is it in YTL?
No, when Actually, I can tell you the story of the blackout. I was there. I saw Tan Sri Ani Arab face. He came in, the chin was dragging the road. He was so angry, had to shake our hands off. But I started off in school. We had to, of course, I want to do arts. Like, you crazy? I do arts for what? You must do maths, science, so that you become a doctor, engineer, lawyer. So I can't do
You're
arts.
quoting who?
Every senior members of my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It happens, huh?
Why? You want to read what? Shaking the spear, is it? So, okay.
But the Malaysian culture, is a Malaysian culture. Arts is not seen as something you can make a
the
career
arts
of.
class are like, okay, they have to move one classroom to one classroom, and not only that, you have to move to another school to do history.
So you started off as a QS in YTL.
YTL.
So you have always been wanting to do arts. But bila yang you change career you sampai masuk jadi pelakon ni, because you berlakon bukan sikit, you berlakon banyak.
I did some plays during school time.
Okay.
Curi-curi pergi main play, 1 week rehearsal and then speech day kan boleh buat, boleh pakai jacket, boleh pakai tie. Wow, shocknya. Okay, never mind. Then later when I came out, belum lagi masuk college ke apa, ada apa audition for play. So I did my first play called 1984. By it's with Manu Maniam, with Saleh.
Rashid.
No, Saleh. He'll kill me.
Saleh Khalid?
Huh?
Khalid?
No. That's Saleh.
That's Saleh. That's Saleh. Lama kena. Sure kena.
So from then on, I did this theatre lah. I was in YTL in the day, and then at night I go to theatre. So, but then 98 came. You know what happened in 98?
Yeah.
Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
Apart from that, the economy
downturn
plunged.
semua.
And then I was still, they didn't fire me. It was like still working, but not that great. Then Manu Maniam, he got a call to do a sitcom. And in the sitcom, one episode, there's a psychotic guy, and he said, I know the guy who can play this psycho. So he told the director, and the director called me, and then we did a couple of rehearsals, and the director said, okay, Kin Wah, you don't need to method act. This is just a sitcom, okay? You're scaring the rest of the cast. So I take it as, okay, that's cool. So from there, I did one episode, and then the next season, they made me a regular, and same production house.
They became regular.
Yes. Then after Kopitiam, the same production house, did a Cantonese sitcom, 250 episode for Astro. And these guys are from Hong Kong. The producer even for Kopitiam.
Yeah.
They don't understand English, but they are at the studio switching cameras.
Oh.
So like you're talking now this camera.
Yeah.
She's talking now this camera.
Yeah.
So they just flip the page, and the translator will be there and say that, okay, Mona, okay, doctor. So he'll be switching.
Oh.
Same guys, like, okay, Kin Wah, we can use you for this Cantonese sitcom. I said, I cannot read any Chinese. I sekolah kebangsaan.
UPJ.
Yeah.
Banana lah.
I banana. And then they said, you're not the only banana. We have 4 other bananas. The other banana is Douglas Lim.
He's a banana also.
He can't read Chinese. And we are like, hey, we can do. I don't know. Offer we do lo. Nothing to do, go and do lah.
But you guys can speak.
We can. Douglas can't.
You mean he can't speak Chinese?
Where before he started, he was very bad. So he had to really learn.
Okay.
Right.
Real banana lah.
I learned Cantonese from Hong Kong series.
Sorry kita tak sebut nama Douglas Lim langsung
Because I learned from TV. Because Cantonese, if you read the poetry and all that, is like crazy. Cannot. It's like lyrics of songs also is very hard.
Yeah.
So from there, then they asked me, so no more Chinese. So what you do? I joined the Malay gang lor. So I did Astana Idaman and then.
Astana Idaman, I remember that.
I remember that.
Lama dah berlakon
Yes.
Astana Idaman tu masa saya sekolah dulu.
Astana Idaman J.
Yeah.
So from there, and then I start doing, and then they say, you can do Chinese, you can do Malay. You know,
Around
the
there,
industry is very weird with Chinese and Malay.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
So from there, I started doing other stuff like movies and whatnot.
So to date, how many movies and sitcom have done? You don't keep track?
I seriously don't because
as long the ni goes to the account lah.
Yeah. The last time is like getting checks. Now it's like transfer
online lah.
So
as long something is there, enough lah.
Yeah.
No, it's not something is there as long as something is keep coming.
Yeah.
Inflow.
Yeah.
So the lucky thing is actually my stupid boss. I mean, I'm seriously like, hello, hey doc, we doing this super tele movie, Astro Indonesia joint venture, and the title is My Stupid Boss. Would you do it?
I don't know.
Cut like
macam doubt lah.
my stupid boss. Tokok lah you, bye. Yes.
That's how you respond.
That's how I did. Come on.
Yeah.
Title alone you
My
macam
stupid boss.
cheesy kan.
I like his response. Don't talk.
Then after that,
And after that, he called again. Abang, kita serius ni. Sudahlah lu. So at the same time, I was at actually the editing booth. Ron Palare.
Abron, one of her friend also.
He made another call, and I said, kalau dia call lagi, buat aja apa yang dia suruh, you buat aja.
Is Bron ada dalam tu? Bron,
My stupid boss.
Bron ada juga kan?
Yes.
Bron ada.
Yes.
Beramai actor. Chew ada. Bron.
Atika Suhaimi. She's actually Singaporean.
Then Bunga Citra Lestari. And then Reza Rahadian. So I mula-mula the first film tu, the first My Stupid Boss tu, I tengok actor semua hebat-hebat.
Why?
Then why the title like this?
And why is it it's a comedy
Tapi dia memang it's just a fun movie to watch.
because it's actually based on a blog. It's a real person. The person who wrote the blog actually works in Malaysia. She actually contacted me after we shot the first movie. And I met her. I said, Mbak, look, benar ya ada di sini ya? Iya. Tapi suami saya orang India di sini. Oh gitu. Jadi sudah berapa lama nikah? Udah lama dong. Then when okay, that's good. They actually work here. So it's a.
So the actual boss lah.
Yes.
That stupid boss is the actual boss.
Yes.
He's such an annoying boss. You should watch the movie.
Reza had to wear a bodysuit. He had to come 2 hours earlier to have
the wig.
all the makeup, its prosthetics and all that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they come out with the second movie. And I'm proud to say I watched both. I watched both.
Because movie go, I think.
The director is actually a very, very good director in Indonesia. I of course don't know that, but Ron knows of her because he worked in Indonesia before.
Yeah.
And from there, I got spotted by another director. Funny thing is, the Indonesian, they are industry fellow industry people. They watch.
Yeah.
They know each other's work.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? It's very healthy.
They go inside the cinema and they watch.
Oh, healthy, very
And
healthy.
this guy actually he's gonna be playing my father.
He already envisioned what you.
Yeah, from My Stupid Boss.
Yeah.
Then only the next year he called me and then he said that I want you to come down and we're gonna do this movie, and also another funny title, Check Toko Sebelah.
Apa title tu?
Check Toko Sebelah. So
Check the next door.
my first thought is, Encik Toko Sebelah. That's my first thought. Right?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's
kedai
check
sebelah.
the door next. Check the door next door.
Oh.
So that's
Toko.
Bahasa
Kedai lah.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
But the title is only that, but it's a very Indonesian Chinese story.
Kenapa all the titles dari Indonesia so funny, yeah?
It's
Their language lah.
It's their language.
Yeah.
So that movie, I think the director came out and said after we finished the movie, said that I can't nominate you for best actor or best supporting actor because you are a Malaysian.
Oh, tak boleh
Tak boleh.
Tak boleh. It's same as here. We can't nominate foreigner to be best actor or best.
Dalam FFM tak boleh.
Oh, it has to be the local.
You are warga negara.
Oh, okay.
So then I said, why do you say that? Because he said that you probably get most of the other awards, and through what he said lah. So the next year they gave me everything lah. Yeah, practically everything except the Piala Citra. So from there on, I don't know.
It just kick off lah.
It just kick off lah. Until.
Are you working on any project now? At the moment?
I'm doing publicity for. But they are planning something there, but nothing is
Concrete yet.
But
Okay.
I did Timo's Shadow Strays, Timo Jajanto, Indonesian Netflix. So I said Netflix is all Indonesia, Thailand.
At
They
the
just bypass
India.
Malaysia.
Kenapa
Why,
macam tu? Why do you think that?
Kita tak ada not enough eyeballs lah. Kita tak ada, kita punya.
Not enough creative house.
It's not. I think whatever that screen on Netflix kat Malaysian punya platform, okay, Malaysian films on Netflix platform, generally, kalau you tengok algorithm dia kan, kebanyakan Malaysian masih tengok cerita foreign films, whether it's India ke.
So it's because of how Malaysian react to
It's the
Netflix.
eyeballs because
Yes.
the eyeballs. We don't have that. See, Indonesia.
Have you watched Gadis Kritik
No.
on Netflix?
Belum.
Gadis Kritik kan? Huh? You was offered. Oh my. S?
You know the Chinese guy?
Oh.
that is-
Very Sulaiman. I know him. It's a good guy.
So patutnya you.
I don't think you can say it out.
Tak apalah, it's okay.
Because it was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Then my manager said, "There's this thing." I bought the book. You read
Yeah,
the book. The book
yeah.
is so interesting.
Yeah.
The book is like double the story. It has the story of the father. first,
Yeah.
The two
Yeah.
Chinese guy fighting with the father.
Yeah.
So from there, this is the second part. Actually, guys, critic is just the last second part, and they took a lot away from the party communist part. Party communist.
But
not bad,
that story, I mean the limited series of Gadis Kritik, I think became top 10 in the world
Yeah.
for Netflix.
They went really big.
Dian Sastro, yeah.
Yeah, they went really big with the publicity. Netflix that's the way it is. For the launch, they invited the Australian, the Euro, American head all to Jakarta for the launch.
Yeah.
It was like killer.
And lagi satu yang good thing about Netflix ni, even like I watch a lot of Tamil movies
On Netflix.
on Netflix, yeah. But the thing is, let's say it's a Hindi movie, dia akan ada subtitle.
Yeah.
So senang you nak faham.
Yes.
So any movie there'll be like, okay, you want to go for subtitle? Kadang-kadang ni the entire language changes.
Yeah.
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 So it's a very good marketing
Yes.
strategy. So what's the point of going to the theater when you can actually go it here?
Yeah.
No, you still have to go to the theater.
I know.
So when we talk about theatre, I mean the cinema, since we are here to promote RainTown.
RainTown, yeah.
Yeah, RainTown is a movie directed by Tunku Mona. When one of your team pitched to me, come and watch RainTown. So I said, what is RainTown all about? So the first thing yang dia cakap kat saya adalah, RainTown is a movie in Chinese language, directed by a Malay director.
Yeah.
So I kata, boleh ke macam tu? I kata, takkan Malay director can direct a Chinese movie. So that's how your one of your member of the team pitched to me. So I kata, okay, interesting. So she asked me, you tahu tak RainTown apa? I kata, tahu lah, RainTown Taiping lah. The wettest town in Malaysia. Larut kan? Semenanjung. Yeah. So then she start talking about what is the story all about. And then I went for the premiere. And it's a excellent movie. Superb movie. I like it because I can relate to the movie. Right. So probably Tunku Mona, share with us, what is RainTown all about?
Basically it's about Mr. Chew yang suka control anak and macam main chess, move people around according to what he wants it to be. Itulah dia, I mean, it's okay. RainTown ni sebenarnya is besides the simplicity on the outer side of it, I mean, from you see overall, it's a very simple story. Tapi these are the issues that's very common in so many households. And issues begini ni, I notice whether it's Malaysia, Asian lah, I would say Asian in general. Asian, we somehow see it as like remeh-temeh punya, we don't need to. There's bigger issue out there. Padahal isu macam ni yang if you don't address them, and you don't listen and see and hear and come to a solution of to solve or communicate with your children ke apa ke, it can become a social issue. Because all social issue, as far as I'm concerned, that's happening out there, whether it's abusive ke or physical abusive ke atau mental breakdown ke atau usage of drugs ke or whatever, it all comes from the environment. The house is orang kata is the seed of the tree.
Yeah.
So you can't ignore that. And hence why that's what RainTown is all about. And it is something that needs to be seen, heard, and addressed.
Because RainTown ni Mona menampilkan aktor-aktor yang pada saya hebat lah. We have our Mr. Chew Kin Wah. No, you tak kata you hebat, I kata you hebat. So Mr. Chew Kin Wah is in the movie. He's the one of the main leading actor as Mr. Chew, as the father. And then we have Susan Lancaster.
Yeah, exactly.
As Eileen Chew, which is a beautiful lady, got married to him.
How is that possible? Huh?
She wrote down the thing. I
put a picture. I put a picture. Malah dia dekat sana.
sometimes
And we have Fabian, Wilson Lee, and Pauline Tan acted as the children. Fabian is acted as Isaac. Dia adalah seorang doktor undergoing his housemanship training. So ada relate sikit dengan isu-isu houseman hari ini. And then Alex, which is acted by Wilson Lee, he is anak nombor 2.
Okay.
Selalu anak nombor 2 ni dia rebellious sikit.
Number 2 syndrome.
Number 2 syndrome kan? And then we have the baby of the family lah, which is Ruby, acted by Pauline Tan. So Ruby is the daughter, nak kahwin, ada isu, tapi they have a dream of having their own bakery kan, bake house dia orang sendiri. And semua ni within
Jangan give up banyak lah.
town of Taiping.
I belum
tengok tak
lagi.
banyak, tak bagi banyak
So,
pun. So tapi the issue is about communication. And the father lah, if I could relate a bit, Mr.
Macam
Chew.
father you?
Tak, dia bukan macam father. Dia try to, bukanlah dictate, I wouldn't say dictate, tapi
Stubborn lah basically. Stubborn is the right word. Where you put a deaf ear on the matters that's close to the heart of others, not his, others. So that's what it is. That's what Mr. Chew is. And
I'm just trying to guide them to a better path.
That is
want
true. No,
the
that is
children to be better than
than
No,
ourselves.
but my question is, kenapa bila masa you muda ya Mr. Chew, why you didn't pursue your dream of being a doctor?
because that's the
You busy judi kan?
tak.
Saya nampak dalam trailer tu, you letak apa? There is something that you letak apa tu?
That is what
Ini.
inspiration
Kata,
for
kata.
Tunku Mona
Kata.
to, as in Taiping, where the senior citizens, people who are retired, they bet on what time the rain falls.
Hello, I know, I come from Taipei.
Yalah.
Memang macam tu.
They don't do it anymore.
They don't do it anymore, but they used to.
Back then, yeah.
But yang peliknya, I tengok korang duduk bawah buat judi kan, main judi.
Itulah.
Itulah dia. Tunggu hujan jatuh.
So air hujan tu keluar daripada gutter. So the first drop. Yeah. So it's true back then. Itu sebabnya saya intrigued sangat dengan cerita ni sebenarnya, sebab somebody told me she's a photographer, and she said that Tunku Mona, my grandfather last time used to her grandfather used to bet those days. She's a young girl, she's a photographer, but young person. And I said, used to bet on rain. I said, bet on rain, what do you mean? Yeah, rain betting. I said, what is that? And she explained to me. Then I was intrigued. Then I started Googling. So when I had the opportunity to pitch to Finas, because this is under the
Finas
DKD grant, so of course I don't want to make it look all about gambling. What I want is actually a family story. So I use a character who is in that group, tapi more centered to him.
So it started off, this RainTown idea came about talking about the family atau yang tadi tu?
Originally nak buat yang more to judi, but then I was thinking, I mean, but then I was thinking, okay,
lain macam lah you punya thought process tu.
asal
Maksudnya daripada situ you boleh come out to that.
Sebab nanti orang tarik balik
nanti kalau I buat judi saja,
Cannot lah.
ada okay, there'll be two groups of people. One will say that's nice, and one will say you
buat
ni
judi.
pakai tudung and all that. So I have to find a bit of a balance kan.
Ini yang problem dekat negara kita kan.
But you see, this film is made by duit dana, okay. Dana tu juga datangnya daripada rakyat.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to respect that.
No, but the way you depict the film, I mean, it's a Mandarin speaking film.
Cantonese.
Cantonese speaking film. I think 2-3 kali I dengar dalam throughout the movie tu, you put azan.
Yeah.
Which is it's a very Malaysian movie tau. Bila you tengok tu, you rasa macam ada kat typing.
Memanglah taping macam tu.
Yelah, tak maksudnya
You tahu
tak
it's Malaysia lah. You tahu it's Malaysia. Sebab
so tak banyak movie yang boleh bawa that kind of
The narrative,
sense
like,
to the viewer, you know.
Yeah.
So RainTown managed to I feel that masa ni lah. And sebab story dia tu banyak berkisar pasal Mr. Chew lah. Very stubborn. We talking about your character.
Bukan banyak kisah, it's entire family story.
Yeah, tapi for
the repercussion of what happened to others, dia punya source tu ialah daripada Mr. Chew lah.
Mr. Chew.
Dia lah yang orang kata
dia ceritanya bapak dia ada expectation certain things. Okay, your kid anak kena buat macam ni
gitu.
It's for your own good.
Tapi I mean, bila Mona dengar Mr. Chew cakap sekarang, it's for your own good, ini adalah something yang I pernah dengar masa I budak kecil.
Yes.
This is how people talk in that town too.
Yes.
So I can relate to it lah, at a different level.
to be the best doctor in typing.
In my case, my mom was like, you want to go into entertainment ataupun you finish your LLB first. So my sister was target for law, but she went into what is this IT. Tapi yang ni came to me because I'm a science stream student, fairly good student, and my mom gave me that ultimatum because I wanted to venture into creative industry. So my mom said, no, you need to get a degree first. So LLB was the way, and then eventually it went to politics. So it was a good thing. I made a good choice.
I mean, bila saya tengok filem ni, like I said to you guys earlier, because I started off as a doctor lah. I graduated as a medical doctor. So pada kecil memang my mom inculcate to me that I have to be a doctor. And masa tu, tapi mungkin satu benda yang dia suruh I pilih idola tu, dia sebut Tuan Dr. Mahathir.
I thought so.
So mungkin situ jugalah kenapa I finally join politics. Sebab dia kata, tengok our prime minister, sebab masa tu memang Tuan Dr. Mahathir pun prime minister. Tengok our prime minister also a doctor. Yelah, doctor. So daripada kecil, even masa after SPM, I got the result, I did try my luck. I said, because I always interested to be in politics, so I tried my luck. I kata I nak buat law lah. No, your result, you go and do foundation, then buat medic. So tapi okay lah, I'm grateful to her because she encouraged me to be in a good profession. So jadi doktor 5 tahun, lepas tu I join politics lah. So I told her, I said when I wanted to join politics, I said to my mom, I said, Mama, I've already done my part, I've already become a doctor. Now I want to do what I want to do, which is I want to join politics. So that's how I started off when I was 27 lah. So adalah sikit boleh relate dengan RainTown ni.
Memang boleh relate lah.
And,
I think this is very much a universal situation. Sebab when we went to the festival, kan, like I said to you much earlier, right? Like in India, North, we have North and South Indian viewers, in Goa, and they could relate it so well, Macam China tu, okay lah, because this film was also screened in China during the festival time, and that is something I expected because they may not speak Cantonese, they speak Mandarin, tapi masih Chinese in that sense, right? But in India, and they could understand the language, not as in comprehending, but able to read the subtitle and easy for them to digest the story and all that. So then I realized, it's very much a universal thing.
Issue kan?
Yeah, I thought it's only originally I thought this is more of a ASEAN. Then I realized it's not. It's Asia.
Global.
Yeah,
Asia.
it's even when we were in Xiamen, remember?
Probably it's generational, I think. Our generation kan. I mean, kita ada gap sikit lah
It's okay lah.
Tapi
Don't lah.
we were raised in that manner. I think.
Yes.
Masa tu mungkin sebab exposure pun kurang. Kita pun tak ada social media masa tu. We don't know what's out there.
I think even the new parents of today,
It's a parenting.
yeah, I think it's a parenting.
Yeah.
You know, it is. Regardless how
We know
whatever.
what is good for you.
Yeah.
But I think even in an African household, it happens because I have some friends. I think they too go through the same thing from the African continent.
Yeah.
Sama je. Situasinya sama je. Whenever, let's say you come from that marginalized or you come from that Asian value, African traditional value, all the parents take control of the children's future.
Especially if your first child is a son. Especially, I noticed
Macam
that
mana
first child, anak sulung tu is a boy. Mesti punya, somehow you just observe lah, mesti ada, you know.
Were you anak sulung? Chew? No.
I was like in the middle of nowhere because my father got 3 wives.
Oh, betul ke? Kadang-kadang, sometimes when we speak, right, when we have conversation, I wonder whether I take it seriously or is he joking again?
Betul lah kot. Yang ni betul lah.
Really?
So I'm like,
Tapi macam I anak sulung. So my mum and my dad always want me to be the example lah.
Itulah dia.
And I'm doing that to my first daughter also.
This is exactly what Isaac is expected.
I wonder what kind of example he's setting.
Yelah, I mean, maknanya you must be successful. I mean, my sister much more successful than me. Lagi pandai apa semua, result semua lagi bagus lah, exam semua. So macam the pressure is more on the
Eldest
first
child.
the eldest child. I'm doing that to my daughter also. So that they can set example to the rest.
hopefully they can
lah.
set to the rest. Yeah. I don't know. The script writer has to answer all that. I just follow script because nowadays most of the script I get as a father is check toko supply is the same. I want my second child to take over the shop, and because the first child married Pribumi. No. So and he wanted to be a photographer. So I set him aside. And I took the second child and put him, you have to take care of my shop.
You mean you buang dia daripada keluarga lah?
Nah, just ignore.
Ignore lah.
So it's the same. You are mengaturkan kehidupan anak-anak.
Bukan. In this case, I feel like there is a legacy to be
Yes.
Yeah.
But in RainTown, I want the legacy to be better than me.
Yeah.
But that's what every parents wish for, right?
Yes.
They want their kids to be better than
You have to be better than me.
Yeah.
Show people outside.
Yeah.
You are my son or daughter.
So I can go out and say the usual thing lah.
Ada scene dalam RainTown tu. Ada.
Ni mana nak kena tengok ni?
Kena tengok. Kena tengok. I think this coming weekend, long weekend, for Chinese New Year.
Yes.
This is a good movie to go out and watch with your family. So memang banyak ni lah. I really enjoyed the whole session where I watched the movie.
To be very frank with you, the moment I watched the trailer, I kind of like really got hooked to the trailer because I could relate to it. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So I certainly will go and watch it.
Yeah. And
Another thing I want to say, no Netflix. I will watch it in the theater.
is it coming on Netflix?
No, it's not going to. It's made for the film. It's made for the cinema.
Okay.
See, there is this thing we call it the cinema experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can only get it when you go into the cinema.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. For that, I'll go.
So now RainTown in all the major cinema ada kan?
Yeah.
GSC, TGV semua lah.
Yeah.
And starting
Esok
on the
Esok.
8th. So,
Esok lah.
Tomorrow is 8 lah.
Yeah.
8 February. So dia Cuma saya nak tanya so you kata tadi Tunku Mona kata it started off because you were intrigued by the rain gambling tu. So it happens in Taiping. So bila you dapat Finas punya, when you pitch to Finas, memang you dah pilih Taiping lah.
Yeah.
It's not like Finas dictate you to.
Tak.
Okay.
Finas, I don't know about others, tapi dengan saya, diorang tak pernah dictate siapa saya nak pakai ke atau pelakon mana yang saya.
Normally they don't do that.
I don't know. Tak ada kan?
That what? Can I say?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
yes.
please.
Only Astro does it.
Kena tu.
Tak, cuma sebab I fikir macam ni, sebab this is in Taiping.
Yeah.
Because kita pun, sebab saya, we have Finas funding for movies. We have that's federal government. Then probably some private entities funding. Probably this is one way of state government to look into also.
Promote.
Sarawak actually.
Sarawak started
very active.
very active.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So other state government probably have to come up with this kind of budget per year. Start investing in. This one way of promoting
Taiping.
a
Yes.
city lah, a place of
A place,
location.
yeah.
Yeah, ni if I can say something about Sarawak. Sarawak, if I'm not mistaken, Sleeping Dictionary was filmed in Sarawak.
Yeah.
Yes. Manu Maniam.
Manu Maniam.
Maniam,
The producer, or rather the person who were involved in it was from, his name is Mr. Chandra Ratnam from Sri Lanka. Setiap tahun, bila dia pergi LA, dia akan buat a publicity untuk Sarawak. Every year without fail. So I think in a way, kalau kita nak upkan movie industry kita, we also need to collaborate with foreign entities, foreign companies. Sekarang ni apa yang ketara yang I sendiri boleh nampak adalah kita buat banyak kolaborasi dengan negara Singapura, negara Indonesia. So this has to go beyond than that. Perhaps you can look into Thailand, India, Colombo, negara-negara macam tu, so that we all can actually overlap and then benefit out of it. So movie mereka tayang kat Malaysia, tapi ada tak movie kita tayang kat negara dia? So kita open market kita untuk movie datangnya daripada India selalunya, tapi adakah movie dari negara kita
pergi ke sana?
That's the thing, that there's no specific MOU kind of thing. So it's very difficult for Malaysian film to penetrate, let's say India for example. Memang susah sebab to get a distributor ke apa ke, it's not an easy task. I think there isn't an MOU yang where there is two government where they agree to have a collaboration. That's the problem. There are some, I've heard about other
few horror from Malaysia has tayang di Indonesia. The scope.
Correct.
Munafik.
All that has been screened in Indonesia, not very well. I don't know. It's a.
See, end of the day, I feel it is a market manipulation.
Okay, so coming back to Munafik and all that. Okay. Why? This is my observation.
She has been in Indonesia working as a commercial director for quite some time.
So to break into Indonesia market is not easy. Okay. The reason why Munafik tu boleh masuk ke Indonesia because it was doing so well in Malaysia.
Yes.
Okay. It was doing so well that Indonesia was so intrigued. Therefore, they allow.
Tapi
even Mak Kilau pun kan? I think Mak Kilau tak pergi. Tak lepas
Kilau go there die.
Tapi pergilah juga.
Pergi tapi dia there's nothing to do with us.
Certain things they cannot relate. Macam Indonesia culture is very strong tau, and they as a community pun quite strong. Okay, they are very together and yet they are very protective. Very protective.
Tapi diorang punya movie penetrate sini senang.
Sebab kita punya ruling.
We take
Policy
them in.
Kita punya policy.
Dog, this is the thing that we need to do at the moment. You see, let's say orang dari luar negara dia datang, dia nak buat shooting dekat negara kita ni, we open door. Right? On top of it, we give them additional grant. Right?
Rebate.
Yeah. We do all these things. Yes, we do all these things. But end of the day, when it comes to our own product, kita tak buat good R&D. Kita tak tengok macam mana kita nak upkan lagi industri perfilman di negara kita ni. And lagi satu tu, every time orang lain datang, kita open door. Ada tak kita pernah buat any sort of a discussion dengan foreign countries cakapnya, okay, bila you datang dari sana ke sini, supporting actors banyak. Dia boleh pick mana-mana je. Ada tak you bagi one of the main lead? Ada tak kita nego macam tu?
Yeah.
Tak ada.
See, okay, coming back to that, I mean the FIMI, while there is a lot of good actually, because yes, there is a rebate and things like that, but the exposure that the crew have and all that, and they get better money. That's a plus point, and all the location is being used, being exposed, and it's a positive domino effect. But however, there is no. I'm not quite sure. I don't think there is a specific agreement, right? Therefore, it says you come to Malaysia, you get 35% rebate by spending 5 million and above. Contoh, and you get your rebate. But one of the regulation is you must use katalah pelakon Malaysia X number. Tak ada. Dia cuma ada, kita kena pakai kru Malaysia. Tapi yang the one in front of the camera, I don't think so, right, Pak?
Ada.
So when you don't do that, your industry don't grow because you don't have the attraction point towards your industry.
So this is something that probably we have to look into.
Because kita ada pelakon yang bagus. I mean macam for example Bron, Kin Wah and all that, they've gone outside Malaysia, right? And well received. I mean, and for example again Bron, just a few months ago he was shooting in Thailand, and then he was shooting with a very known director who did Nang Nak. Okay. Nomzi.
He was in Pengabdi Setan ke apa?
Yes.
Ron kan?
So we have. It's just that kita punya pelakon actually very good tau. We have good pool of actors and actresses. To be honest, you know, it's a matter of getting the best out of them. You know, it's a two-way thing lah. You know.
Also, to answer your question, why you have an influx of Indonesian movies coming shown here. If you go watch the movies that comes in, look for the credit titles. Before the opening of the movie, there will be a big black screen with Astro Shaw on it.
This is like, see, I must say this. Ini macam nak pum tembak je. So their investment.
I actually
it's a business lah.
They invest in the Indonesian movies.
Question is, if you can invest there, why can't you up your own ground here? This is your business point.
Because it makes more money.
More money.
Yeah.
We understand that.
The investment goes where the money.
And the other question I ask is, if you invest in their movies, why don't you make it a point like, okay, you must use a couple of our actors?
Are they?
Yeah, this is something that
boils down to policy matter again.
Kita kena look into.
This to me macam FIMI punya program, right? Is very good. Cumanya I think they can add more.
Yeah.
You know, they can add more to it. Yeah.
You must have a condition.
Yeah, a condition.
Like, I can tell you Marco Polo.
Marco Polo, yes.
Marco Polo
Shot in Malaysia.
Shot in. I'll go all out. Shot in Johor. Bastion of UMNO. They were nude scenes. You know what are the best? What are the famous fetishes of Caucasian men? Asian women fighting kung fu in the nude.
Wow.
And itu yang ada pun.
You still can watch it now.
Okay, I will.
That was done in Johor, and it was funded by Weinstein Brothers.
Weinstein
Brothers,
You're Yahudi? Di mana itu?
Good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. My friends were there, and I shot one scene there. It's the best facilities. Everything was perfect. Season 1, all crew Malaysian. Season 2, the only Malaysians are Kak Mona. You want teh tarik after?
Lama.
I buy for you.
Kenapa boleh jadi macam tu?
Abang nak minum apa nanti? Cameraman, crew, all foreigners.
Kenapa boleh jadi macam tu?
I don't know.
I can understand kalau certain key personnel that is needed. You know, I can understand that. Macam kalau let's say like if I shoot in another country and I definitely want to have my Malaysian
Isn't
DOP.
this been discussed in the agencies, in the authorities?
I tak tahu lah.
Tak tahu.
Yeah.
That is something that only you can answer because we have not reached that far in terms of authority, you know.
There you go, straight.
Because first season, everybody knew about this project. All the crew.
Yeah.
From KL, they go to Johor, they work. Because, bayar bagus oh.
Even from Singapore, people cross over. Yeah.
No. All the main staff stay in
Got
Singapore.
nude scene some more.
Nobody stays in Johor.
Got nude scene some more. They can. The first season ada.
I think there are a lot of people stays in Johor. Because when I was doing my post,
The stars.
the stars. Okay,
All
the
stars
crew is
stay in Singapore.
Yeah,
So just imagine.
only the crew dekat Johor.
So that's something that kita kena ponder lah. We have to look back at our industry and how we can actually, I mean, like you said lah, I mean, Tunku Mona, Chew, these are all talented people in our industry, and there are so many out there in Malaysia yang we should be able to bring them forward and make them known globally. So for RainTown, after dah banyak dah film festival that you went through, now started screening in Malaysia. Where do you expect? What is your aim for RainTown ni?
I just hope that when it's open tomorrow, I don't want to go so far. I just go day by day. I hope tomorrow all Malaysian, tak kira siapa, apa backgroundnya, they come out and make time to watch RainTown and feel what we hope them to feel and see what we hope them to see. And when they come out from the cinema, they feel fulfilled to a certain extent, and they will share their experience watching the film and encourage others to watch the film again.
Bring their parents.
And bring their parents and all.
Things you cannot say to your father, show them on the screen.
Yeah.
That's coming from Mr. Chew. He is the main lead in the.
No, that's what happened in Indonesia. They say when I did that movie. So the producer said, "Wow, we have mothers and fathers and uncles and whatnots of coming to the cinema." So they say it's seldom. So bring your parents, uncles, your whole family, your friends, and doctors, go and watch it. You have. You know, right? Doctors should watch it, right?
I watch it. It's something that we can relate lah. Ada banyak benda dalam tu.
Doctors should watch it.
Doctors should watch it, and
it's basically
it's
for all.
For the whole family.
Yes.
I agree.
I've been watching this. I mean, I'm seeing this poster because it's just the papa depan kebunga, right? So macam mana dapat budak
Nightmares.
No, not nightmare, but First of all, I couldn't understand, but then again, I'm going to go watch the movie. The relationship between Susan, what's her name again in the movie?
Aileen. Macam mana Aileen boleh jatuh cinta dengan Chew Kin Wah, dengan Mr. Chew?
You haven't seen me when I was young.
Oh no. So that's one question. Another thing is
the kids.
The daughter.
Casting.
The daughter and the Fabian guy, they look alike.
Not Fabian. Actually, if you see in the film, both of them have similarity compared to Fabian is the in between. It's like a nice mixture.
How is that?
Okay, casting in the beginning was when originally the mother is supposed to be Chinese mother. Okay. Then while having my lunch in the office, then I said no, I don't want Chinese mother. I don't want Chinese. It's too cliche. It's too expected. Then I just walked to my producer's room. And then I told my producer.
I got a Chinese father. I die already.
I told my producer Fazlin. I said, Lin, I want to cast Susan Lancaster. And then she said, okay. What about the children? You got to figure out because I want the children to look like Susan. Kak Mona, I'm gonna die lah Kak Mona. Mana nak cari yang all this kind of I say okay, but let's work on Susan first. I say meanwhile look for search for me for the other two characters because masa tu Fabian dah memang is in my mind already, right? And then I already spoken to Kin Wah. Kin Wah was in Jakarta masa tu.
Foreigner. So
he was in Jakarta, so we were talking over the phone. No, that's right? You're in Jakarta, correct? And so spoke to Susan, casted her. I did a few audition with her via Zoom. Masa tu, we couldn't have face to face, right? And then I was introduced to Pauline. So with Pauline, I see her face first. So I see the face, and then I put it next to Susan's face, and in photos to match it. And I say, okay, it's believable from photo. So I auditioned her, and then several times. And then Kin Wah told me about Wilson, because he worked with Wilson before. And then I saw the com card. It was given to me, and then saw him on Zoom again we start talking, and then I did my audition, so and so forth. Okay, but none of them were contracted yet. Nobody has signed the contract, because I wasn't sure until I see them face to face. What happened was, he even had an audition pairing time with Susan. He was in Jakarta, Susan in her house, and I was in the office. It was a three-way thing, and it was a three-way.
Radio. People cannot see you. You sound funny.
Why?
My goodness.
Oh my God! Okay, it was a three-way conversation.
Very dangerous.
Anyway,
Fahmi Fazil takkan call kita dulu.
so they were doing I basically auditioned them lah. One particular scene where yang scene Susan tengah lipat baju. Okay, so that particular one, then okay, so I can see the chemistry, between them. So okay lah, this is good. The moment the last PKP was lifted, right, and I say, okay, I need to see Susan, Wilson, Fabian, and Pauline together. So the scene where they were in the kitchen making the mooncake, the opening scene, okay.
Banyak scene dah beritahu dah ni.
So tak apalah, cakap mooncake je, you don't know what's going on, right? So I did that scene, okay. I did that scene for my casting, and I wanted to see how well they are and to see them in person and all that. So that's how I decided.
Started lah.
Inilah family-nya. So the moment I like all of them, I see their chemistry is wonderful. I don't see any apprehension between them. There is no distance ke apa. Sometimes you can see
The vibe.
The vibe, the
Body language,
body language, right? Then we we went to the Zoom and said to Kin Wah, you're still there. You gotta come back soon, because I've got the family for you ready. So
For you to tell them what need to be done lah.
No, because we have to proceed with more things to do and all that, and I have to sort out my script, so and so forth. So I want to make sure that he's gonna be in Malaysia when I'm ready to do my script reading, because we got wardrobe fitting, so and so forth, kan? Semua tu. So
how long was the shooting? The total shooting period?
The number of days of shoot was 35 days.
35 days.
Yeah, excluding down day. So kita dalam seminggu tu kita shoot 6 hari. Every Friday is our off day. So 35 days of shoot.
Yeah.
Luxury.
Yeah.
Very luxury.
Ada setengah film even shorter. 16 hari.
Hari.
Yeah.
Di Taipei tinggal di mana?
We were in this
The hotel.
I cannot remember.
Forgot the name already.
I also forgot.
The whole movie the whole shooting was done in Taipei, kan?
The house was
The market.
Panorama.
no.
It's a couple of next to the mosque. I know there are a lot of mosques, but this mosque is quite big one. Then the
I'm
hotel
not
is
from
there, and then this is road. Then the makan pasar and the makan place is here,
Yeah.
and then the main township is here.
Yeah. There was a hotel named Panorama. I don't know if
Maybe
it
it's
all
changed,
changed.
yeah.
Maksudnya dah lama tak balik kampung.
Dah lah.
So 35 days
Yeah.
the whole ni.
Yeah. So what was the question?
I mean all in Taiping, the shooting.
Yeah. Okay. Originally 100% Taiping. but we lost the house, the location, rumah tu.
Lost the house.
Sebab macam ni.
Kena explain.
Yeah, so so what happened was kita dah suka rumah ni tahu dekat Taiping. Very nice. Macam rumah yang you tengok dalam filem tu. So mula-mula mak dia the owner of the house, the lady. She's okay, semua tu lah. Okay. Then kita datang sekali lagi, kita nak dengan technical recce ni lah, dengan kita a bigger group of people, dengan my DOP, dengan my art department and all that. So I went through the whole thing. I spoke to my art department, okay, kita kena buat gini, nak kena paint sikit ni, kita letak gambar family Chew and all that. So bila dia dengar tu, dia kata, what you want to do? What you want to say? Yeah, we're going to put, don't worry, I said, if we knock the nails on the wall, we're going to make sure everything is covered, and we will give you fresh paint for the whole house. It's not going to paint only one wall, we'll paint the whole house. We guarantee you that you will not be upset with us. I said, no, that's not the point, katanya. Bukan tu masalah dia. The problem is, the thing is this, you cannot do knocking or any form of renovation, whether even painting pun tak boleh. Sebab my daughter-in-law is pregnant. So I said, okay, but I've got another house for you. See, because we're going to use the house a lot more for a long time masa shooting tu kan. So we've got another house where we rent especially for the family to stay. So that they are comfortable. Dia nak balik tengah hari ke apa ke kan. So kalau dia balik ke rumah tu dengan kita punya kamera, so mana dia nak duduk lepak, nak tengok TV ke apa ke. So we've got another house for them. So I told her that to the lady, and she said bukan itu masalahnya. That's not the point, is it? The thing is, in Chinese culture, if the family member is pregnant and you are not allowed to do anything of those, whether painting or knocking or whatever, because it will affect the baby. So I say okay.
Pantang larang.
Itu ada pantang.
Tinggal tu tak boleh.
Oh yeah, I didn't know this. Okay.
So it's a pantang for them. So bila saya dengar macam tu, saya say okay, I don't want to take the risk.
So you change to a new house.
So I change to another house. So mencari rumah yang kita boleh duduk situ, maksudnya kita boleh berkampung shooting kan lama, it was very difficult. So finally we found another house. Tapi bukan di Taiping.
Di mana?
Selangor.
Di Selangor.
Kundang.
Di Kundang.
Di Kundang. That house is in Kundang.
In Kundang.
Oh, tapi the vibe macam Taiping.
So kita cari masa bila saya cakap kat my location manager, saya say okay, you have to find another house yang that make me feel as though I'm in Taiping. So memang susah. Masa tu memang banyak lah dia tunjuk gambar, dia keep on rejecting. Finally we saw this house. We went to see, and then okay, agree. I like it.
So your shooting is 35 days, but your idea for the project from the beginning start berapa lama? Sebab I heard you PKP lah ni lah nak dapatkan dia balik pada Indonesia. So how long was that to prepare that? I think
script alone was 6 months sebenarnya. Tapi toying idea and all that for about almost a year, because kita pitch and then you know kita kena prepare the deck and all that for the pitch, so it was about a year before that.
So this film, I mean, if I could, I mean, you don't want to answer pun tak apa. Is fully funded by Finas atau you also come in with the?
Yes, we've got the. Yes, I can answer that question with no problem at all. So kita dapat DKD daripada Finas. Okay, Alhamdulillah. I'll be very honest that without the DKD Finas ni, I would not be able to do RainTown. So saya mendapat 2 million ringgit from Finas for the DKD for the film project. Tapi we also tambah lah our own money, few hundred thousand. That was for the masa shooting saja. Kemudian recently we got marketing grant also 300,000. Tapi 300,000 tu juga tak cukup kerana kita yalah, our team of distributor marketing and social media team is bigger. So that 300 tu was actually is not enough, so we had to tampung lagi another 80-90,000 or close to 100. Tu tak termasuk dengan benda-benda additional goodie bags, apa semua tu.
All in all is almost 4 million, I would say. A bit less than that. 3 plus lah.
3 lah. 3 plus lah. 3 plus, around that. So yeah, that's why I said, I hope the whole Malaysia will come out so that I can make back the money that we
investment
use. Our own personal investment. So because kalau nak buat ngam-ngam 2 million tu bukan tak boleh, tapi ada limitationnya, you know. Dan maknanya kita tak dapat syuting 35 hari, kita kena reduce lagi. Bila reduce, berarti pelakon ada banyak scene kena buat 1 hari. Bila banyak scene,
saya nak cabut.
Cabut satu hal. I mean, dia orang tak boleh berkarya, dia tak ada ruang untuk bernafas. So when they want to get into the momentum, into their emotion,
the whole movie is how long? The length of the
1 hour 50.
1 hour 50, almost 2 hours. I think Reda dulu pun lebih kurang panjang tu juga.
Sama exactly.
Kan?
Can be more than that.
There is no the threshold to like watch.
Yeah, but for Malaysian movie, I think 150 tu almost the ni lah.
So it's so basically whatever we got we spend all. So there's no new car in the garage ke apa, tak ada semua tu. tak ada.
Let's not go into that. Kalau tak kita lagi sejam kita akan bercakap. I would like to thank saya nak terima kasih pada Tunku Mona, pada Mr. Chew, because of your presence here in Big Impact.
Thank you.
Big Impact, we always want to inspire our listeners, our viewers who watch Big Impact. Dan story macam RainTown, what you've done, what you have done, hopefully will be inspiring for the younger generations, especially those yang nak involved in this creative art dan juga in the industry. And from Big Impact, big shout out to RainTown. Siapa yang supporter of Malaysian film, this is must watch film for 2024. We are still early, we are still in February. I don't know what films to come out again in 2024, tapi RainTown wajib tengok pada saya. We'll be able to support our local industry juga.
Right.
And Mona, you plan nak tengok bila?
Weekend ni.
Weekend ni
Yeah.
So you dah ada teman nak pergi tengok?
Dah.
Oh, dah ada dah?
Aduh, ni teman je isu.
I might do screening for my constituent.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Alhamdulillah.
Hopefully I be able to source the funding also. Tak apa, no problem. I'll do whatever best.
I hope you'll do it soon because that will create traction for RainTown.
Yeah, hopefully. And so once again, thank you.
Thank you
for your time.
Thank you.
Tunku
Thank you.
Mona. Jangan lupa tengok RainTown. From Big Impact, kita bagi 2 thumbs up for RainTown. So go and watch. And saya ucap terima kasih pada semua yang menonton episod pada kali ini. So Big Impact, the podcast brought to you by Scroot.my. So Scroot.my adalah platform untuk kita semak semua kereta-kereta recon daripada Jepun atau daripada UK. You boleh key in the chassis number dalam Scroot.my dan all the reports will come out. So kalau you all kalau filem ni successful, you all nak beli kereta recon, you boleh pergi Scroot.my, check the chassis number, the history of the cars will come out.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you akan tahu kereta ni kereta dah tenggelam banjir ke, dah pernah terbakar ke, kereta ni still in a good condition ke before they brought into Malaysia. So thank you again from all of us, Big Impact, the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Isaac Chew, come. Let's talk about your hospital life.
我而家 start to 做 more important task 咯。
Waiting for the skies to clear, but they never do.
Tell me more.
And now we start to do more like real doctor stuff 啦。
Wishing for a guiding
You will become the best doctor in Taipei.
Does Abba know you went for a music session?
Luckily he didn't know。
Today is my luck 了。
阿爸 usually 都贏嘅，但有時候都會輸。
我就話輸硬啦。
You stop talking about your Abba like that 啦，佢都係為你哋好啫。
你講錯定我聽錯啊
Alex，enough。
We decide everything for our children. 你爸爸老啊 plan 你。你都有 scared of the old 咩先啊？你究竟幾時先學識尊重你阿爸我咧？
我都冇唔尊重你。
You think I made a mistake, right? But I haven't.
I'm the one who's trying to save the patient, but the patient dies on you. I said I don't want to be a doctor.
I'm gonna fight this. Life was so good then, Chew.
你有權力選擇㗎。
You may make our own choice.
反正我搬走啦。Club Blue, Club Blue，快啲啦 ！Enough. Everything that you have said is also part of our culture. You only care about your face. You're betting your friend, your trophy family.